Hi, I'm going to show you Square running on the iPhone. This is the iPhone 4, and the Square application enables you to accept credit cards, fairly easily. You can read more about it online, but mainly I just want to show you, how it operates on the iPhone 4. So this is the Square application. Got the Square reader that I've got to plug into the headphone jack. Alright, so you can see it recognizes there. As long as you've got that icon, it means you've got the Square reader. And then I've got a credit card here. Let's see how this works. It can be a little tricky to swipe and get it to read. Oh, whoops, actually I had it backwards. You want to make sure that the barcode or the magnetic code is actually facing the thick part of the reader. I had it upside down. So let me do that. There we go. Unsuccessful swipe, it says. Now this is something that you're going to see pretty often because the swiper is not 100% foolproof. Unsuccessful swipe again. Let's try it the other way. I'm probably not doing this fast enough. You really probably have to do it almost as fast as you can. There we go. So that took 4 or 5 tries, but got it entered in there. And then of course you can enter an amount, however much you want to charge the person, $50 or whatever, or $5, and then you would hit pay. Once you hit pay, I'm not going to go through this because I don't actually want to charge myself $5 right now, but once you hit pay, the next screen will actually prompt the customer to sign, and they would actually sign with their finger on the iPhone. And it's really as simple as that. It's a pretty good application, except, one of the things about the reader is the reader doesn't take any power or anything like that. It actually is self-powered. So what happens is when you swipe the card through the reader, it generates just enough power using a little wheel inside to read in the credit card number. So therefore, it's not as reliable as, normal point of sales card swipers where you can just run your card through fast or slow or any speed and it just works. This Square reader doesn't just work every single time. It will take some amount of numbers of tries before you can get it to recognize the credit card, so you will have to swipe it a few times. Unfortunately, that can be a little embarrassing if you're working with a client or something and you're swiping the card, you're having to try it 5 or 6 times. It can be a little bit of a hassle and a little bit embarrassing, not that professional, but in practice, it works fairly well. The other thing that you can do is you can also manually enter in the credit card number as well. So you can, if you don't want to swipe it or if you're having trouble swiping it, you can just manually enter it in. See, I hit clear, and then if I want to go here, or actually if I want to take the card out, let me take the reader out. So now I have no reader. I can still enter an amount, and then should be able to, oh, there we go, enter a note, like what it's for, test, done. Now if I want to pay with card, I can hit card. Now I would manually enter the card number. I would just read it off the credit card. The problem with doing that is Square charges you a higher percentage. So unfortunately that's a real negative with Square. Their reader is a little bit flaky, and then they charge you a higher percentage if you don't use the reader. They're going to charge you, if you manually enter the credit card number, they charge you a higher percentage than if you actually swipe it. So that's one negative about it. But the way the service works is you verify your bank account online on their website, SquareUp.com. And after you have accumulated at least $10 in your Square account, they will automatically issue a deposit into your bank account. So that works fairly well. They also support doing refunds and stuff like that, although Square has said that they don't really like you to do that, but I guess if necessary, if you have to refund somebody, you can do that. But in general, it's a pretty cool application if you need to accept credit card payments, because most other services charge a monthly fee and you need a merchant account and stuff like that. There is PayPal, and PayPal works fairly well. I believe their fees might be a little bit higher though than Square's fees. So I do use PayPal for eBay transactions or any online transactions because Square does not work for that. Square is for in-person transactions only. However, when I'm selling things in person, via Craigslist, or if I'm shooting a wedding or something like that because I'm a photographer and and the person wants to use a credit card, I can use Square for that in person.